Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this 2025 Research and Doctoral Awards ceremony. You've just listened to the Los Azulejos. It's a quintet that was formed in 2019, I guess, during COVID. No, nothing to do with it? Yes, I was sure. I mean, and so this quintet was formed by EPFL students, actually. Some of them are alumni, one of them is still doctorand, and two of them were students at EPFL. So congratulations again, and thank you. A special welcome to the family and friends who came from far away, from some of you, I guess. Maybe you wish to understand at last what your sons, daughters have been doing for years, or not. I don't know if you will understand it. You'll see, but it's the night. In fact, it's absolutely the good night to try to understand this. We will also have the opportunity to meet and to talk with Clara Moldovan. She's a EPFL alumni, and she will talk about her journey as an EPFL student and then as a CEO founder of Swister here. And we will have the occasion to hear about the Los Azulejos again during the evening. But you know, we are here to welcome specific people now. So I think we should now make a thunderous applause to the doctoral graduates. Yeah, smiling. Oh, you can still applaud. I mean, they are still sitting, so. Welcome. Welcome, dear doctoral graduates. We'll have the occasion to give the name of each of you, so just listen until then. Before celebrating your success and give also some prizes to some of the researchers and the doctoral graduates tonight, please welcome on stage the Vice President for Academic Affairs at EPFL, Professor Ambrogio Fasoli.
Good evening. I'm just here to open the ceremony. It's a great privilege and honor to do so. You look fantastic. This is a wonderful transition that now is taking place year by year. And I have to say, I'd like to welcome all of you, of course, all of the graduates, all of their families, all of the friends and colleagues. And one particular person I'd like to mention is Professor Jean-Claude Badou, previous president of EPFL, was the one who has started some of this ceremony or some of this tradition by instituting for the first time the PhD award actually at the EPFL. So thanks for coming all the time to see how your successors are doing and also how your idea of rewarding the PhD graduate is evolving and is taking even more shape. I won't make any long speech. I just to say, Arnaud mentioned the families and the friends who are here to support you, have always supported you, of course. You owe a lot to them, and you should thank them like we do on your behalf as well. You owe a lot to your supervisors, plural. I think we also have to thank them. And I'd like to mention one other thing that I think we all owe a lot to people who have made your thesis possible, and not just your academic supervisors, not just the professors, not just your peers, but also all the people that make the infrastructure, the EPFL work at all levels, from the technical level to the administration level, to any kind of support. Your thesis is also a little bit theirs as well, I think. I hope you will find a way, if you have not done so already, to thank them as well. I think supervision at EPFL is a collective endeavor, and has been like that for quite a while. I think it's one of our very strong assets. It has to remain that way. So I think it's very important that we, as a community, help all of our younger friends and colleagues. So enjoy the ceremony. It's going to be wonderful once more. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And what Professor Ambrogio Fasoli didn't mention is that he was the first to receive the EPFL award, wasn't he? Yes? Yes, so I think. So now we will focus on the research part, and for this part we definitely need on stage a leading expert in the numerical analysis of partial differential equations. This mathematician is also our Associate Vice President for Research. Please welcome Professor Annalisa Buffa. Hi, Annalisa. Exciting moment, isn't it?
Exciting moment.
Yes.
It's excellent to see all of you here.
As a researcher, you received several prizes, I think. I know, actually.
Okay.
I know it. Bartolozzi Prize, Collatz Prize are some of them. What did it represent for you, and do you have a specific memory of one of these ceremonies?
Well, prizes are very important in the path of researchers and scientists. So for me, it was somehow they were game changers in my path. And especially the Collatz Prize was a big ceremony in front of 3,000 people. It was huge and very emotionally tough, but nice. So, and I think it was very important for my career, so it's great.
Okay, so now, Annalisa, you will introduce the research part? Please?
Yes, so it's time to move to the research awards that are delivered during La Doctorale. And so my first big thank goes, of course, to the foundations who funded these awards that, as I just mentioned, are very, very important in our community. And I admit that among the many tasks that I have as Associate Vice President for Research, delivering awards is definitely a pleasant one. So I'm really glad to be here. And so I also want to mention that the internal selection is done by the awards committee, whom I wish to really warmly thank for the hard work they do. And the work is very hard because at EPFL we have a lot of outstanding researchers, outstanding students, outstanding graduates. And this is why selecting the ones who win is not a simple task. So my congratulations actually extend to all the outstanding applicants to our prizes. And but now it's time to start.
Yes, sure. So we'll start with the research prizes. And the first research prize we will give tonight is the ZKS Award. The Zeno Carl Schindler Foundation created it in 2005. This prize rewards postdoctoral research work that makes a significant contribution or an innovation of international scope in the field of environmental sciences or technologies having a positive impact on the environment or sustainable development. And this year, this ZKS prize goes to Christian Wolff. Congratulations. Oh, you can use this, Sean.
So the Zeno Karl Schindler Prize is delivered to Christian Wolff for his work on highly efficient next-generation multifunction solar cells. And the laudatio is the following. So for his multiple contributions to the field of perovskite and perovskite silicon solar cells, allowing, among others, the first worldwide demonstration of tandem peroxide silicon solar cells with over 30% efficiency. It's really amazing what you did. It's a world record triple junction solar cells, as well as perovskite solar cells with remarkable stability. His achievements open key pathways for providing low-cost, clean electricity beyond standard silicon cells. So I have a question for you, and the question is the following. So the world requires more and more electricity, our supercomputers, everything that we use. How does your research contribute to meeting these growing demands?
Thank you. So far, we have produced a great portion of the electricity still with fossil fuels, but in particular renewables. Among them, solar have been picking up pace, and solar energy is actually growing exponentially. To meet the demand, we'll need to look at which part of the solar cells is actually the most expensive and or the most rare to get, and this is in particular indium and silver in most of the solar cells. In parallel with the ever-growing solar plants, there might be an increasing competition when it comes to land usage. And so in order to battle both of these problems at the same time, we sought to make solar cells that are producing more electricity per square meter, up to 50% more electricity per square meter, while using only 25% of the resources. The only way to do this is with multi-junction solar cells. So here you can see an example of two tandem solar cells. We make these tandem solar cells by combining silicon and perovskite semiconductors, which are extremely cheap and easy to make. And I was exploring in the past 2 years optical means to accelerate the development. And with this, we were then able to achieve these breakthroughs. I want to thank the ZKS Foundation, the award committee, my colleagues at PV Lab in Neuchâtel, especially Christophe Balif, my wife, and all of you, and I wish you a wonderful evening.
So, I would like to invite to the stage Professor Andreas Mortensen as a member of the foundation board of the Zeno Karl Schindler Foundation to deliver the prize.
Congratulations again. And now we'll go to the Haenny Prize. The Haenny Prize was created in 2001 by Haenny in memory of her late husband, Rodolphe Haenny. It supports research in the field of metallurgy and material sciences. And this 2025 Haenny Prize goes to Arnaud Magrez. Congratulations.
So the Haenny Award is given to Arnaud Magrez for his important contribution and leadership of the crystal growth facility at EPFL, his production of outstanding quality crystals used in high-impact studies for a wide variety of applications, his strong involvement in teaching and students, his training of scientists for the use of various characterization techniques, and of course, his implication in several EPFL communities. So I have a question for you. Could you tell us briefly what makes you most proud and satisfied with your lab?
First of all, what is incredible with the samples that we're growing is that they are beautiful. So crystals are really beautiful. We know that, I mean, since few days that it takes about 7 minutes to be stolen from a museum, and it takes actually, I mean, hundreds of years or even more than that for being grown by nature. What we do in the lab is we do it in sometimes few hours, sometimes few days, few weeks, even few months. And as I said, you can see that some of them in this on the screen here, they are quite beautiful. So we are interested in these materials because their inner structure is symmetric, so theoreticians can actually calculate, predict properties, or even sometimes confirm what has been measured. So they are quite interesting. So you can find them in many applications. We just heard about perovskite in solar cells. I mean, now there are other materials like 2D materials that can be actually grown and then used for device fabrication. So what makes me very happy in terms of growing crystals is that sometimes it happens, I mean, a few times a year, is that you're growing something, you go to the X-ray diffraction equipment, you run a measurement, you refine the structure, and then you realize that the structure has never been seen before. This is the first sample that has been grown. This is the first material which presents this structure. And I can tell you that's that's a real enjoyment, really good.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thanks
a lot. So it's my pleasure to invite on stage Professor Véronique Michoud from the Rodolphe and René Haenny Foundation to deliver the prize. Thank you, Véronique.
Thank you.
Excellent, thank you.
Congratulations. So now we know where the true jewels are. That's a good information to keep. Let's go to the Latsis University Prize. This prize is offered by the Latsis International Foundation, a non-profit public interest institution created in 1975. The purpose of this award is to distinguish scientific work of particular excellence from all EPFL research areas. This prize is primarily meant to recognize postgraduate scientific contributions made independently by junior scientists at EPFL. And it goes, this year, it goes to Professor Philippe Schwaller.
So the University Latsis Prize goes to Philippe Schwaller for his research on AI augmented chemical science through language models. For pioneering the integration of artificial intelligence into chemistry and creating transformative tools that accelerate molecular discovery, optimize synthesis, and inspire new approaches to drug development and material science. His groundbreaking contribution from the molecular transformer to the autonomous AI agent ChemCrow are redefining how scientists design, predict, and carry out chemical research. Really, all my congratulations for this important prize.
Thank you very much.
I have a few questions for you. The opening question is the following. So the early stages of academic careers can be very, very challenging, and a lot of people in the audience know that. How did you navigate through this phase of your life?
Yeah, as Maya Angelou once said, success is like liking yourself, liking what you do and how you do it. And sometimes it takes a detour or even what feels like a complete derailment to truly find what fits. Good evening, distinguished guests, proud families, and most importantly, our new brilliant PhD graduates. When I look at all of you, I see myself 4 or 5 years ago, excited, nervous, perhaps a bit wondering what comes next. Let me share with you a story about failure, persistence, and finding your path along with some insights from the research that brought me here. You know, during my PhD journey, not that long ago, I faced a situation that felt a bit like the end of the world. I started my doctorate at the University of Cambridge, and because my 2 supervisors didn't get along with each other and the tension became so difficult, I made a painful decision of leaving it and give up that PhD entirely. 6 months without any academic supervisor, no clear path forward, and honestly, no certainty that I would ever get a PhD. After some unsuccessful attempts to continue a PhD at universities in Switzerland, diverse universities in Switzerland, I have eventually found my way to the University of Bern, where I not only completed a PhD, but discovered the research that would define my career. This taught me something fundamental. When one door closes, even if it feels like the world is falling apart, it's often the beginning of a new path you never imagined.
Okay, thank you. But you did. Thank you.
But we hear that you have crows working on chemistry in your laboratory at EPFL. Is that true?
Yeah, okay, let me tell you what fascinates me, and I hope it will also fascinate you. Imagine you're trying to discover a new medicine, but you're facing the challenge that there are more possible drug-like molecules than stars in the observable universe. We're talking about 10 to the power of 60, depending on the estimation. How to even begin searching such a vast space? My group focuses on developing artificial intelligence models to navigate those spaces more efficiently and accelerate scientific discovery. For instance, we teach artificial intelligence models to understand and speak the language of chemistry. Just like you might translate from French to English, we've developed AI system that could translate between different chemical ingredients and the products they create. But it didn't stop there. We created ChemCrow, one of the first large language models in chemistry that, much like an intelligent crow in the image that you see here, skillfully uses tools and can do things like plan chemical reactions, predict the properties of molecules, and sometimes even execute experiments through a robotic platform. In one demonstration, and it's really just a showcase, we planned and synthesized an insect repellent with very limited human intervention. This matters because we dramatically accelerate the discovery of new medicines, sustainable materials, green processes, and innovations like that. At least when we publish those methods, for example, in open source, can impact every researcher and can make the world a better place.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Philippe, Schwaller, I have a question for you. Would you like to have questions from the audience? I mean,
I'm not sure. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I can.
Actually, it's not a question. No. If there's anyone who wants to ask a question to Philippe Schwaller about his work, about his journey as a PhD, as a student at EPFL, there's a microphone here, and there's also one on the little table. They have so many questions, they don't dare, you know, it's like, ooh, too many questions. Okay, I have one. You're lucky.
There is, I saw a hand.
You saw a hand. Who?
Did I?
Oh, please,
Yeah,
come. The microphone.
Thank you for your talk. You mentioned briefly at the beginning that you had a bad experience with your PhD, or that it was complicated, the supervision was complicated. To other people who also are in the same situation, or who might be in the same, well, everyone's laughing. I'm not saying this happened here, huh? Right. Now that you're a professor, do you think that you have a better idea on how to maybe change systemic issues that we have in academia with regards to power imbalances? Or what would you think, what would you tell to other people who are stuck maybe in the thing, they can't get out of it, they can't just they can't quit for diverse factors?
I think, it's a super difficult question.
You're right to say no, you don't want questions.
I think there's no perfect solution for that. I think, how I try to lead my group and how I try to interact with my students there, I try to make a difference and learn from all my past experiences and really try to, be a more progressive and forward-looking group and to navigate this cleverly and giving the people the opportunities, as many opportunities as they can have. Then, if you're stuck somewhere, it's really situation dependent, and maybe there's a mentor that can that knows more about the actual situation that you can talk to that would help you out of that situation. And,
I mean, obviously. Yeah. Thanks a lot. I was a student rep, but any resemblance or characters are fictional.
Thank you.
I have a very final question on the light side. What does it mean to be awarded Latsis University Prize? That is, of course, a very important prize for EPFL.
Yeah, I feel truly honored to receive this prize, and this means the world to me. But I must emphasize that none of this happens in isolation. Science is fundamentally a team sport, and I've been incredibly fortunate over the years to work alongside brilliant researchers, dedicated students, and very supportive colleagues here at EPFL who challenge me every day, and I think this recognition belongs to all of them. The beauty of research is built on those countless small discoveries, failed experiments, aha moments shared over coffee. Every person who contributed an idea, questioned an assumption, or helped troubleshoot at, 11 p.m. made this possible. And now, finally, I have also a message to our PhD graduates. You're now equipped with something extraordinary, not just the knowledge, but the ability to think critically, to question, to persist through uncertainty. The skills you've developed here will serve you whether you stay in academia, join industry, start a company, or pursue a path that doesn't even exist yet. My advice: find the work that doesn't really feel like work. Surround yourself with people that inspire you and challenge you to grow. And remember John Maxwell's wisdom. The more you do, the more you fail. The more you fail, the more you learn, and the better you get. Don't be afraid of those failures. They're not setbacks. They're just data points guiding you to something better. Learning never stops, growth never stops. Your PhD isn't the end of your education. It's just a license to keep asking the important questions and finding creative ways to answer them. Congratulations to all of you. The world needs your curiosity, your rigor, and your fresh perspective. Go out there, make us proud, and more importantly, make yourselves proud. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. You can go.
So I have the pleasure to invite on stage. I lost my card.
The foundation representative, Mrs. Verena Lance, Miss Verena Lance, member of the foundation board of the Latsis International Foundation. Thank you.
Thank you.
May I add something?
Oh, sure, please.
I think it was not said that when the Latsis family decided to do that, make that prize, they wanted with it to be to encourage the young researchers under the age of 40. So we have all our laureates are under 40, and it's to encourage them to continue their research.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
A bit closer to the line? Yeah. Congratulations, Philippe Schwaller, for your prize, and thank you, of course, to the donor, and thank you, Professor Annalisa Buffa, Associate Vice President for Research.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now it's time to reward theses. They have their own prizes, as you know. For this, I would like to invite on stage Associate Vice President for Doctoral and Lifelong Education, Professor Anne-Marie Kermarek.
Thank you.
Hello.
So, yeah.
Anne-Marie, what was your thesis on?
Oh, my thesis was on fault tolerance in distributed shared memory.
Okay.
Yeah. Computer science.
Oh, yes, great. And did you get a reward for it?
No, actually, that's a shame.
So I have a good
not
news
for that
now.
one.
Well, pride and a job.
Of course, yes.
Quite a big rewards. The first thesis prizes we will reward tonight is the Chorafas Award.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So.
This prize is offered by the Foundation Dimitris Chorafas since 2001. This prize distinguishes innovative research in the field of advanced data processing technology, life sciences, and/or sustainability. 2 prizes are attributed at EPFL. So let's start with the Chorafas Prize 1. This Chorafas Prize 1 goes to
Oguzhan, Fatih.
Oh, nice. We did it
Yeah,
together.
we didn't even rehearse, did we?
Oguzhan, Fatih.
So the awards goes to you for scaling the modality in multimodal financial models. So for your outstanding contribution in creative, diverse, scalable, and high-quality datasets that advance multimodal AI models and enhance their robustness and real-world applicability. So this sounds very much computer science to me. So I have a question for you, which is not for myself, but I guess for the audience could be good, is that could you give us a few words on what is multimodal AI?
Yeah, could you please?
Of course, yeah. That's an excellent question. I think it's important because I think the multimodality is important because the world around us is multimodal, right? I mean, we experience the world through vision, sound, touch, language, and many other forms, many other modalities. And yeah, even from the earliest days of our lives, we learn by integrating these signals, these multimodal signals. For example, when a baby plays with a rattle, the toy, when they shake it, they see the emotion, they hear the sound, and they also feel the touch all at the same time. And together, these signals provide them, they help them to build their understanding of the world. So then the question is, the question in the thesis is, how can we build these multimodal capabilities into AI models? So in the thesis, I took steps towards building models that can handle many modalities in a unified way. And I focused on 3 challenges: obtaining diverse multimodal training data, designing a scalable training framework, and evaluating such models in a reliable way. And altogether, I think this moves us maybe a bit closer to AI that can learn, perceive, and act across many forms of inputs, much like we do. And yeah, this journey wouldn't be possible without my amazing advisor, Amir Zamir, and my collaborators. So I'd like to thank all of them sincerely. And I'd also like to thank my dear wife, Zeynep, for all the support and love. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Okay, so this is tricky. So first of all, congratulations. So please do not shake my hand to... Congratulations.
Congratulations to Oguzhan, Fatih, Clara for the Chorafas Prize 1. There's another Chorafas Prize, and it goes to Nathan Ronceray, who is joining us on Zoom, actually. Hi.
I'm over Zoom, unfortunately. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Hi. So Nathan Ronceray received this award for his thesis on optical imaging of molecules and their dynamics from surfaces to nanoscale confinement, and for transforming nanofluidics from blind measurements into an operator discipline guided by microscopy. This visionary approach paved the way for a direct and dynamic understanding of molecular phenomena at the nanoscale, while laying the foundation for improving the performance of nanofluidic devices in molecular sensing, energy harvesting, and neuromorphic computing. So I have a question, and this one is a more genuine one than the previous one, was probably something that I knew better. But the question I have for you, Nathan, is life runs on molecules moving through nanometer-sized holes. How can we watch that happens inside such tiny spaces?
Well, that's a challenge I took on during my PhD. So the movement of molecules through nanometer-sized holes, what we call nanofluidic transport, is central to biology, filtration membranes, and energy technologies. But because these holes are so small, we can't see what's happening inside. And since light should not give us details at that scale because of the fundamental limits of the resolution of a conventional optical imaging, the optical study of nanofluidics was long neglected. And to get around this, I used two approaches. So first, I tracked individual light-emitting molecules with super-resolution microscopy so that we could follow the path one by one as they moved inside nanochannels. And secondly, I used interference effects, much like those that give a soap film its rainbow colors, to measure how the channel walls deform at the nanometer scale when pushed by fluids or electric fields. Together, these methods let us watch processes that we could only imagine before. And with the right tricks, light can reveal the invisible world inside nanochannels. So this work was done in collaboration with a great many people whom I want to thank warmly, starting with my supervisor, Alexandra Radenovic. I'm super grateful to the Foundation for this recognition and to all of you for your attention. Thank you.
So congratulations, Nathan. I would like to invite Alexandra Radenovic, your PhD supervisor, to get the award, which is here. So, so congratulations to you as well, because we all know that we're very proud for our student, aren't we? Yeah.
Congratulations, Nathan. Bye-bye.
Congrats.
Thank you.
And now it's the ABB Prize, created by the House Asia Brown Bovary. This prize rewards an original scientific work in the domains either of energy or computing, automatic and telecommunications. And this year it rewards a work in the domain of energy. And it goes to Rahul Gupta, who is also on Zoom, hopefully. Rahul?
Hello,
Hey,
Rahul.
Rahul.
Congratulations. So Rahul got this award for this thesis method for grid-aware operation and planning of active distribution networks, and for proposing visionary frameworks extending from real-time grid-aware control to nationwide planning of distributed energy resources. This thesis constitutes a seminal contribution to the advancement of power system engineering with enduring scientific and social impact. So congratulations, Rahul, and I do have a question for you as well. I don't know where to watch, actually. I don't know what you see.
Here.
Yeah, here? Because, you know, you are at 3 different places. And okay, so what if every rooftop in Switzerland had solar panels? Can the power grid keep up?
Yeah, thank you. So first of all, thank you for this incredible honor. I would like to thank ABB and the award committee for recognizing this work. I'd also like to thank EPFL and most importantly, my PhD advisor, Professor Mario Paolone, for supporting me and for his incredible guidance during the PhD. Regarding the question, I will start by saying that the power grid, which is one of the most critical infrastructure of our time, is now at a turning point. We are adding more and more solar panels, electric vehicles, battery energy storage systems, and that's amazing. But here is the challenge. The more renewable and distributed we get, the more grid becomes uncertain. And that uncertainty can make the power grid less reliable and less stable. So the key research question that I tried to answer in my thesis was, how can we keep the lights on in this new green and sustainable world? And so my thesis was focused on developing algorithms and tools that, especially at the distribution level, use local flexibility to make the system sustainable as well as reliable. We went a step further by asking how much solar we can install. Actually, in Switzerland, the question that you asked, the problem was that we didn't have the detailed models of the distribution systems of the whole country. So we built them. We built them using open data set. We developed synthetic yet realistic models, which allowed for the first time to optimize the countrywide deployment of solar and batteries. So I will end finally saying that my thesis was focused on developing key technologies that can make power grid reliable, resilient, and prepared for the ongoing energy transition. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I'd like to invite to come on stage the foundation representative Till Rumenap, the head of ABB Corporate Research in Switzerland. And his thesis director, Mario Paoloni. Sorry, yeah, because I was like, there is something wrong, right? I'm not going to give you that prize, yes. Well, yeah, so, yeah, please, and yes. So, congratulations.
Congratulations, Rahul Gupta. You can stay online if you want, or you can. It may be long for you, but yeah. Well, now the Gilbert Hausmann Award. It distinguishes a deserving PhD student in the fields of mechanical engineering, electricity, and physics, and the 2025 Hausmann Award is awarded to Nick Sauerwein. Congratulations.
Congratulations. So this award is for this thesis, a cavity microscope for quantum simulations with locally controllable all-to-all interactions. And more precisely, for his contribution to the development of the cavity microscope, which combines high aperture optics and cavity quantum electrodynamics in a new way, and for using this tool for quantum simulation experiments using cold atoms. Wow, congratulations. Okay, so the question I have for you to enlighten us a little bit on all of this is, we heard that you tried to perform experiments on a black hole, and we were wondering whether that was dangerous.
Yeah, no worries. It's not dangerous. We didn't actually do experiments on a black hole, but we made an experimental apparatus at EPFL that sort of mimics the quantum, or tries to mimic the quantum physics inside a black hole, a sort of toy experimental black hole. And what you can see in the picture here, at the core of the experiment is a cloud of ultra-cold lithium atoms. They sit between a pair of highly reflective mirrors, and actually light bouncing back and forth between the mirrors forces these atoms to interact. And the specialty of our experiment is the tunability, both in space and time, of these interactions to generate complex interactions like those found at the core of a black hole. Like during my PhD, we were able to show the tunability of these interactions. However, the atoms were still not cold enough in order to absorb the black hole physics. And now the lab is getting some really nice and exciting results. So I'm very happy for them. And yeah, but anyway, that's enough physics. Yeah, and I want to thank my friends, my family, my colleagues, and of course my supervisor, Jean-Philippe Brantu, who unfortunately had to leave now, But, sorry?
He was very happy, he told us.
Yeah, he was very happy, yes.
He
but
was
he
very
has
proud.
a child and he has responsibilities, so. Yes, and last thing I wanted to say is I want to say that our group is a real nice example that cutting-edge research actually flourishes in an open, welcome, and relaxed environment. Thanks.
Congratulations. Thank you. On the line.
Thank you. So congratulations. Yes, again, very, yeah, thank you. Yes.
Congratulations. And now it's about the City of Lausanne Award. This award is attributed every 3 years at the EPFL. The Ville de Lausanne Prize rewards either a master project or doctoral thesis, and it distinguishes innovative and high-level research in the exact sciences, natural sciences, or biomedical sciences. And this year, the City of Lausanne Award goes to Monika Feldmann, and she's joining us on Zoom. No.
Yeah.
He stayed, as I said he could, so he stayed online. No.
I hope you can hear me.
Hey, Monika, hi.
Okay.
Congratulations, so, Monika.
Congratulations, Monika. I have to say, I have to say that as the chair of those award committee, I was starting to worry quite a lot because this is the first woman we see tonight.
Yeah.
So the thesis is supercell thunderstorms in the Alpine region, from weather radar observation to ideals modeling, and more precisely for having identified, analyzed, and modeled mesocyclone in Switzerland from operational weather radar data, and having developed tools for the monitoring by forecasters at Meteo Suisse of those phenomena with potential societal impacts. Congratulations, Monika. So I do have a question for you, which is that your research focused on supercell thunderstorms in the Alpine region. What were the key discoveries and what do they mean for our future?
Thank you very much. Yes, severe thunderstorms can cause devastating damage, but the most intense and dangerous are supercell thunderstorms, which are long-lived, particularly large and prone to producing large hail, intense rainfall, severe wind gusts, and even tornadoes. Despite the risk they pose, surprisingly little has been known about how they form and evolve in mountainous regions like the Alps. In my research, I used Switzerland's dense radar network to, for the first time, automatically detect and track supercells across the Alps. This allowed us to map when and where they occur, revealing clusters in valleys near lakes while showing that higher mountains tend to weaken them. Peak occurrence times are in the late afternoon throughout the summer months. Numerical simulations then confirmed how valleys and lakes can sustain these powerful storms even when conditions elsewhere are not favorable for supercells to form. Crucially, these techniques led to real-time tracking that aids weather warnings now. And in addition, these observations now help us validate simulations of the future climate, which shows that supercells in Switzerland could become 30 to 50% more frequent if the climate warms by 3 degrees Celsius, which, considering current trends, may occur around the end of the century. By linking past events to future risks, this work strengthens our ability to anticipate and prepare for severe weather in a changing climate. I'm very honored to receive this award. I'm very grateful to the Ville de Lausanne. I'm very grateful to Meteo Suisse and the Environmental Remote Sensing Lab, my advisor, Alexis Bern, for making this research possible. And of course, also to my family and friends who supported me during this time.
Thank you.
Thank you. So congratulations again. I would like to invite to come on stage the Ville de Lausanne representative, Mrs. Patricia Darbelay, and who is Secrétaire Municipal Adjointe. and also Monika's thesis director, Alexis Bern. Good.
Congratulations. And now let's go to the IBM Prize. It rewards an EPFL doctoral thesis or master project in computational sciences, recognizing outstanding work in advanced modeling, simulation, and their applications to important topics in diverse areas of science. So it can be physics, chemistry, or biology, and engineering. And this year, the IBM Research Award goes to Julien Gacon. And actually, Julien Gacon recorded a video.
Yes, so getting more and more sophisticated.
Yes,
now other people are not even here, but they know how to answer our questions. So this award goes to Julien for his thesis, Scalable Quantum Algorithms for Noisy Quantum Computer, and more precisely for his pioneering work on resource-efficient quantum algorithms, advancing our ability to simulate complex many-body systems and broadening the horizons of quantum computation. So basically, again, we are very organized, and I take the chance to thank all the staff that make this evening happening, actually, and that goes for EDOC, the research office, the award committee, and Mediacom. So now, you know, that they managed to ask him that question, and Julien answered through a video. So basically, the question he was asked was, you have been working on improving quantum computing. Will it just make computers faster?
Quantum computing isn't just about speeding up what classical computers can do. It's about a new computing paradigm and finding solutions to problems that we couldn't solve efficiently before. But there's a problem. Today's quantum computers are imperfect. They are of limited size and the operations have errors. This means when we're trying to run a complex algorithm to solve an interesting problem, the quantum computer might only produce noise. In my thesis, we set out to bridge this gap between algorithm requirements and quantum computer capabilities. We developed methods that only compute what information is really necessary and avoid redundant recomputations. This allowed us to scale up to larger problems than previously possible. Now, there's still a lot of work to be done for quantum computers to solve problems of practical and of industrial relevance. But the work that we did together with my colleagues at EPFL and at IBM is a small stepping stone paving the way towards a bigger goal.
Thank you. I mean, I don't know if I Anyway, congratulations to him.
Yes, so I guess it won't be a picture of myself, no?
No,
yeah, okay.
Not this time.
Fair enough.
But we still have two prizes to award, Anne-Marie. These are the EPFL doctoral prizes that Professor Ambrogio Fasoli mentioned earlier. This prize was established in 1993 to distinguish the work performed during an outstanding doctoral thesis at the EPFL and to encourage particularly qualified researchers. The award honors a candidate who performed a thesis as to its originality, the impact of the results, and the presentation of the work. And the first EPFL doctorate prize goes to Stefan Schneider. Congratulations.
So for his thesis on robust machine learning for neuroscientific inference, and more precisely for his pioneering work at the intersection of neuroscience and AI, his development of novel methods for explainable neural dynamics provides unprecedented insight into how complex brain activity and artificial networks can be understood, opening new frontiers in interpretive machine learning and systems neuroscience. So that's very, congratulations, really. Now, I do have a question. So basically, you have used AI for neuroscience. So how do you think that your research will influence the field forward?
Yeah, I think one important observation is that when we talk about AI these days, we often think about ChatGPT or generative AI models. But to make these techniques really applicable and impactful in science, I think we need to add a layer on top and build machine learning algorithms with solid statistical foundations that can help us tackle this problem of taking very complex and large biological data sets and then converting them into some representation that we can understand as human scientists, potentially in collaboration with generative AI. And if you imagine a problem that is very often studied in neuroscience, spatial navigation, you have an animal walking throughout space and want to understand the neural code, like how is space actually represented in the brain. You can record neural activity and then take the methods we developed, Zebra for example, to take this neural activity, build these low-dimensional representations, and then see the circular structure that represents sort of the neural code as the animal moves through space. And I think it's a really exciting time right now for this kind of research. Data sets are getting bigger and bigger, and there's this huge potential to do discovery-driven research, but then also test hypotheses, design new experiments. It was a really wonderful time here at EPFL working on this, and that is especially because of two wonderful PhD advisors. Mackenzie Mattis is sitting here, and Matthias Bethke, who co-advised at the University of Tübingen. And I also want to thank the committee for selecting me for this, this award, and then many other people who I can't possibly name, colleagues, friends, family who supported me over the year. And yeah, it's a true honor. Thanks a lot.
Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations.
Don't shake her hand too much. Congratulations to you, Stefan Schneider. And we have another EPFL Doctorate Prize to award, and it goes to Bahar Tasksesen. Congratulations.
Congratulations. So for her thesis, reliable data-driven decision-making through optimal transport, and more specifically for her pioneering work at the intersection of data-driven decision-making and optimal transport, her contribution to distributionally robust optimization significantly improved the reliability and fairness of automated decision-making systems, all while maintaining computational efficiency. So congratulations. Now the question I have for you is that in the modern world, computer will increasingly be able to make decisions for us regarding finance and healthcare. So how is your research ensuring that we can trust this kind of decision?
Thank you very much. So I would like to thank again for this award and for the committee as well. So my PhD was about helping artificial intelligence systems that learn from data to make decisions that we can trust. So as we see, like today, these systems already guide important decisions from finance to healthcare that affect our daily lives. For example, they make decisions, so now they're integrated in the decisions who gets a loan or which treatment a doctor recommends. As a society, we would like to make sure that these decisions that are made on behalf of us are actually fairly done. And as an engineer and as a designer, we would like to make sure that we design algorithms and models that are resilient, that are robust, even though the environment changes. So, well, this desire is nice, but it's a high bar to ask from an algorithm. So to tackle this, I used a mathematical tool called optimal transport in my PhD. And it's a way to compare patterns in data. So if you were to think data sets like two piles of sand that we see here, and optimal transport basically looks for the most efficient way of reshaping one pile of sand into the other. And it gives us a way of comparing these data sets. So using this tool, we showed that complex problems can hide simple structures, and we can actually design and exploit this structure to come up with efficient ways to solve it and integrate these, deploy this in practice. And we designed models that remain effective even when the environment changes. And also we designed auditing mechanisms to detect unfairness when the algorithms are making unfair decisions. And what excited me most was actually seeing this like abstract mathematics taking part in these reliable data-driven decision-making systems. So looking back in my PhD, the most important outcome was not what I achieved, but who I became. And for that, I will remain forever grateful to my supervisor, Daniel Kuhn. And thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Congratulations, Baha.
Congratulations. So, congratulations. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So, all the prizes have been awarded, so congratulations again to
And my
all
hand
of
is
you.
still alive, so that's
Oh,
very
that's
good.
perfect.
Yeah.
Congratulations again. So now we'll just have to check if you have listened to all the presentations. So there's a test. So you'll have a paper. No, I'm joking. Okay. Well, we can try this 1 year maybe, just to test. Anyway, in a few minutes, we will move to another highly anticipated moment, the kind of moment you only experience once. Maybe that's a good thing because you may have lost hair and gained weight to arrive to this point. Who knows? Anyway, I'm talking, of course, about the celebration of doctoral graduates. So it will be in a few minutes. Just before Anne-Marie, we will welcome again the band Los Azulejos.
Thank you very much. So you see, EPFL, leads to very different sort of careers, but it's really great. Thank you so much. Okay, so me again, sorry. That's a lot of me tonight, but that's for the good cause. So it's really an honor and a privilege to be here tonight for this exciting night, which is very important for you guys, all graduates. And also for the school, and it's I really want to welcome and thank all the colleagues, friends, family, and all the graduates who are here tonight. So basically, again, whether you did it in like 4, 5, 6 years, you made it, despite some potentially issue along the way. And for this, I would really like to congratulate all of you, and a little bit in the spirit of the Magistral. And I have to say, I borrowed the idea from Ambrogio. I'd like all of you to take your scarf and basically, to move it ahead of your head and, share this moment. So congratulations. This is a small... So small gesture for a great accomplishment. So yeah, congratulations. So tonight, basically, we hear this is the end of something because you guys managed to finish your PhD student, but it's also the beginning of your professional journey. And basically, we all know that this might not always have been, a smooth journey, but we all know that a PhD is much more than the highest academic degree. Basically, a PhD is a sort of demanding and challenging path, and with a lot of successes and a lot of excitement, and we all feel this thrill of having a very good idea at 2 a.m. In the morning, or on the ski lift, or or even trying to run an experiment and discover that there was really great results. But also it comes with a number of challenges and sometimes frustrations when you have to deal with angry reviewers, or stubborn theorems, or failed experiment, or even when you realize 2 or 3 days before the deadline that someone across the world had the idea before and managed to publish it before you. So sometimes it comes with this really success and doubts, and but this is probably the price to pay when you tackle so challenging, complex problem. And basically, as researcher, we spend our time trying to answer questions that nobody knows how to answer. So for all of this, really congratulations, you made it, and this is great. I have to say, and I really very often this, and I was a PhD once a long time ago, PhD student, but now as a researcher, I really think that the PhD students are the living forces of our laboratory, and really contribute a lot to EPFL excellence and also EPFL international visibility. And you guys did your share of this, and thanks a lot to you as well for this. So I'm sorry, I would applaud, but Anyway, so also, basically now you are expert in your area, so we have very different people from very different areas, and you are obviously, you have this great degree, but also this PhD and made you along the way very resilient people, so expert in your area, critical thinker, and this resilience is that will help you, and I think Philippe said that as well in a very nice way, by the way, that this will make you the future leader of industry, academia, or music, or whatever you will do for society as well. And I think this is really something that you have to keep in mind. Again, all your doubts and successes, everything contributes to make you what you are today. Now, before we move to the rest of the ceremony, I would like for you to remember three, kind of messages. So the first one, and we've seen a lot of this during the award, is that at the era of AI, really, I think we need experts, with a lot of rigors and ethics and everything, as much as ever, and this is very important. So I think, despite what everything said that everybody is going to be replaced, maybe researcher will be replaced one day, but still, the critical thinking that you've experienced there, I think this is very important for society, and we need you, and for this, please remember this. The second thing that I would like you to remember is that, when you came a few years back here to EPFL, you actually made a very wise and good choice. And, EPFL 15 years ago was not even on the map, and now it's like one of the leading universities in Europe, if not internationally. So, and this is, you guys contributed to this excellence and the success of the school. And the last thing I would like for you to remember is, that's good, you have your degree now, but do not forget EPFL and try to be active alumni and, engage with interns and also labs and students. And I think it will help them, of course, but it will also help you, and we're counting on you for this. So basically now to finish, we are going now to go into the rest of the celebration. I think it's also fair to thank all the people that basically supported you along the way, especially when sometimes you have a hard day or sometimes good day. So that probably means friends, peers, family, and some supervisor, I have to say. Basically, we are, congratulating you, a lot. This is a world of challenge and opportunity, and you're young, you're just out of the university, so this is a time where you should be bold and you should follow your dream and you should try to make impact, because this is now or never, I would say. So, please go out there and make us proud, and we can't wait to see what you're going to do next. Congrats again. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne-Marie, Pierre-Marek. As you said, building the future is your job now. So this implies specific responsibilities, and this goes with the Archimedes Oath.
That's right.
Yes, such a transition.
Yeah, I didn't know where you were going with this, because yes, I was happy with my speech, and yeah. Okay, sorry about that.
You're not leaving right now,
yes.
Anne-Marie. You have to talk about this Archimedes Oath.
I'm not reading the oath, but I'm presenting it. Yeah.
Actually, yes.
Okay. So basically, yes. So sorry about that. I had, Anyway, so the Archimedean Oath was actually written in the 90s by some student here at EPFL. And they wanted to sort of make a promise of not to use their knowledge to worsen the state of the world. So that was a kind of very pessimistic motivation in a sense. But anyway, so now for 30 years, each graduating class at EPFL has made this commitment to reflect on the consequences of their action. And historically, every alumnus and alumni signed the oath to receive their diploma. So basically, this has spread also internationally and reaching a lot of countries and university. And indeed, I recently witnessed in France that you also have to say this when you get your PhD degree. So basically, today, this year, the oath was we work in collaboration with VPA and with the goal of reading it at the Magistral. And for those of you who were at the Magistral, you witnessed this, and that was a very nice moment, actually, and to align fully with EPFL's value. And now we want also to do this at the Doctorale. And I would like to call Jade Mycock to read this oath. Thank you very much, Jade.
Today, as a graduate of EPFL, I make the following commitments and will strive towards their ideal they represent. I will practice my profession for the good of people, respecting human rights and preserving the environment. In the choice and realization of my projects, I will remain attentive to their context and their consequences, notably from technical, economical, social, and ecological points of view, and in particular to their potential military uses. I will assume fair responsibility for the projects in which I participate. I will endeavor to promote equitable relations between human beings and help build a fair society. I will pass on information rigorously and honestly if it represents an asset for society or if withholding it constitutes a danger. I will then ensure that that information leads to concrete action. I will always put the values of ethics and justice before my personal interests or those of my profession. I will strive to ensure that the concerns expressed in this oath are taken into account by those around me, both professionally and personally. I solemnly promise, freely and on my honor. That's it.
Thank you, Jade Mycock, for the reading of this Archimedean oath. Thank you. So, Anne-Marie Kermarek, now we have a special task, I would say.
Yeah, privilege.
So we'll the privilege, that's a much better word. We'll have the privilege to announce the names of each of the doctoral graduates. So please, when you hear your name, you stand up and you get a thunderous applause of the whole audience. Okay? So let's start.
Let's start.
With the names of the doctoral graduates. So in EDAM Advanced Manufacturing,
Dr. Gaëtan Bernard.
Please stand up and you'll get a picture if you want, in front of all the people. Thank you. Dr. Reza Esmailzadeh.
Dr. Hubert Schneegans.
At EDA Architecture and Sciences of the City, Dr. Tiago P. Borges.
Dr. Noélie Bouchou-Lecouanet.
Dr. Ana Carla de Almeida Milani.
Dr. Sanja Platica.
Dr. Stéphanie Savio.
In EDDB Biotechnology and Bioengineering, Dr. Sayed Ansarayan.
Dr. Gabriele Gambardella.
Dr. Artem Kononenko.
Dr. Jakob Langer.
Dr. Eleonora Martinelli.
Dr. Danica Milovanovic.
Dr. Enzo Moro.
In EDCB Computational and Quantitative Biology, Dr. Davide Cois.
Dr. Cristina Dumpiotti.
Dr. Vorislav Gligorovsky.
Dr. Ali Sadat.
Dr. Sim Sakong.
Dr. Damiano Scarbosa.
In EDCE Civil and Environmental Engineering, Dr. Sophie Herb.
Dr. Laura McCarney.
Dr. Li Mi.
Dr. Roman Pohorsky.
Dr. Negar Rezvani.
Dr. Samuel Luc Vorley.
Don't worry, there are just 200 to come further. EDCH, Chemistry and Chemical Engineering, Dr. Jean Behagel de Bueren.
Dr. Sarah Behjati.
Dr. Luc Bonda.
Dr. Claire Bourmeau.
Dr. Simon Dur.
Dr. Hugo Florio-Blitman.
Dr. Lindsay Frederiksen.
In EDCH, Chemistry and Chemical Engineering, Dr. Constantin Kruger.
Dr. Pilar Natalia Rodila Ramirez.
Dr. Jan Romano de Gea.
Dr. Jocelyn Roth.
Dr. Charlotte Roulier.
Dr. Alan Scheidegger.
Dr. Zunhui Wang.
Dr. Kansu Zeytoun Karaman.
In EDE Electrical Engineering, Dr. Louise Copiters de Gibson.
Dr. Fabio Fer.
Dr. Asta Gandhi.
Dr. Anshul Gupta.
Dr. Sergio Daniel Hernandez Charpak.
Dr. Darong Huang.
Dr. Xinchen Li.
Dr. Eduardo Lopriore.
In EDE Electrical Engineering, still Dr. Yuqing Ren.
Dr. Eklavia Sarka.
Dr. Devravrat Tomar.
Dr. Guillaume Vray.
Dr. Shakoa Ye.
Dr. Andak Yigit.
Dr. Pengbo Yu.
Dr. Pengbo Tsu.
In EDEY Energy, Dr. William Orlando Delgado Diaz.
Dr. Victoria He.
Dr. Willem Lambritz.
Dr. Suhas Nugehali Sampat Kumar.
Dr. Mahendra Patel.
Dr. Roberto Valenza.
Dr. Xinyi Wei.
Dr. Hang Yu Yu.
In EDI Computer and Communication Sciences, Dr. Sina Akbari.
Dr. Youssef Aloua.
Dr. Nicolas Badou.
Dr. Lucas Clarté.
Dr. Jade May Koch.
Dr. Xiaobo Kui.
Dr. Negar Foroutan.
Dr. Yaroslav Kiva.
Dr. Yaroslav Kiva.
Non, ça y est. Ça y est. Dr. Ario Lotfi.
Dr. Gilbert Mestre.
And still in Computer and Communication Sciences, Dr. Paola Mejia Domenzin.
Dr. Dragana Milovancevic.
Dr. Amir Keivan Motashami.
Dr. Ehsan Pajou Eshgar.
Dr. Lyubomir Rokvich.
Dr. John Stefan.
Dr. Vinitra Swami.
Attends, Jean. Dr. Manuel Vidiguera.
Dr. Dongking Wang.
Dr. Lei Yan.
Dr. Chen Zhao.
So I think it's a good time to take a break because apparently I skipped someone. So I'm very sorry about that. So can we go backwards, please? So
we'll do it again because we find it's funny. So we'll
this
do
is
the whole
I see,
thing again.
This is. I know. Is an IC. Yes, so this is EDIC. Can we go to EDIC?
So, sorry, ED?
Forward. Forward. Forwards.
Did we forget someone?
He's not here. What?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay, yes. Plus, we've seen too much of you already, right? Okay, so Dr. Oguzhan Fatih. So, yeah, I deeply apologize about this. This is, as we say in French, les aléas du direct. So here we go. So we can move forward now.
Yes.
Okay.
EDMA Mathematics, Dr. Alexandra Korzenkova.
EDME Mechanics, Dr. Pezman Elgbali.
Dr. Quasim Labiani.
Dr. Tristan Revaz.
Dr. Zheng Zheng.
EDME Microsystem and Microelectronic, Dr. Fabio Bersano.
Dr. Berke Erbas.
Dr. Reza Farsi.
Dr. Hong Wei Li.
Dr. Tommaso Milanese.
Dr. Yonjon Park.
Dr. Roberto Russo.
Dr. Jan Sprunger.
In EDMS Molecular Life Sciences, Dr. Keshav Jha.
Dr. Daria Korotkova.
In EDMT Management of Technology, Dr. Gleb Kurovsky.
In EDMX Materials Science and Engineering, Dr. Zohre Akbari.
Dr. Ritwik Banerjee.
Dr. Morgan Barbet Bingeli.
Dr. Calix Beignet.
Dr. Lucas de Genève.
Dr. Bahar Gadiani.
Dr. Huxin Guo.
Dr. Fei Hu.
Dr Kevin Kazuki Huguenin du Mitan.
EDMX Material Science and Engineering, Dr. Xin Yu.
Dr Lorenzo Luccherini.
Dr. Anna Nastruzzi.
Dr Laura Rosette Lulia.
Dr. Vincenzo Scarmaccio.
Dr Sophia Thiel.
Dr. Mathieu Wendling.
Dr Xiu Ho Wong.
In ED&E Neuroscience, Dr. Louis-Philippe Albert.
Dr Alberto Chiappa.
Dr. Parviz Gaderi.
Dr Sébastien Hausmann.
Dr. Femke Urtak.
Dr Ben Longvist.
Dr. Eberk Oskirli.
Dr Daniel Stali.
Dr. Marine van Kampenhout.
Dr Mutsu.
EDPO Photonics, Dr. Gewa Al-Sabeh.
Dr Khalid Ibrahim.
Dr. Valera Vento.
Dr Jai Wu.
Dr. Shifan Zhu.
In EDPI Physics, Dr Rita Agus.
Dr. Massa Barzegarsteli.
Dr Sheda Ben Nejma.
Dr. Michele Caldara.
Dr Dang Xuan Chen.
Dr. Maurizio Cruz Reyes.
Dr Kellyan Herring.
Dr. Lucas Helbrück.
Dr Vincent Joigny.
Dr. Eleanor Lamb.
Dr Manuel Loparco.
Dr. Anna Maschelani.
Dr Nikis Samuel.
Dr. Notash Shafkei.
Dr Dmitry Uzanov.
Dr. Sachin Verlikar.
In EDRS, Robotics Control and Intelligent Systems, Dr. Mohammad Askari.
Dr. Marianne Gorbani.
Dr. Elias Klauser.
Dr. Ismail Najjar.
Dr. Evgenia Rusinova.
Dr. Mohammad Zakwan.
Congratulations to all of you. Did we forget someone? We can go back and search. No? Okay. The question
You're fine. Did you get a picture? Yeah, okay, good.
So now it's another moment in this evening. You know, it's important to have role models when moving forward in life and career. Last year, I asked Professor Ambrogio Fasoli, who was his role model as a student, and because of a misunderstanding, the whole world now think that his role model was Madonna. So I will not ask again because of a misunderstanding, that's what I'm saying. No, actually it was Maradona, wasn't it? Okay. Who is no more a physicist, I should say, but anyway. Annalisa Buffa, can I ask you, did you have a role model as a PhD student? Okay, now I have it. Anyway, we are lucky to have with us tonight a very inspiring woman who is neither Maradona or Madonna kind of personality. Well, we don't know, maybe, you know, in her tenacity, her talent, and her wish to share her work with as many people as possible. Originally from Romania, Clara relocated to Switzerland for her PhD, for her graduate studies, and has since been based in Lausanne. Clara's professional journey began at EPFL, where as a microengineering PhD student, she pioneered vertically aligned carbon nanotube networks. Don't ask me, but she will explain it much clearly. All I know is that these innovations charge 10 to 100 times faster than lithium-ion batteries, last 30 times longer, and reduce environmental waste. Her research wasn't just academic, it sparked a mission to address climate challenges through technology. And so after her PhD, Clara honed her expertise as an application engineer, bridging lab discoveries with industry applications. And in 2019, driven by the inefficiencies of traditional batteries, she founded Swister to commercialize her breakthrough, targeting high power needs in electronic and power tools. So from a dorm room idea, we can say that Swister grew into a Venture Kick alum. It earned Clara the 2021 Isabelle Meuzy Award for Outstanding Female Founders. And now Clara is showcasing Swister at global events like Mobile World Congress. So please welcome on stage Miss Clara Moldovan.
Wow, thank you so much for the introduction. I hope I can raise up to this very high standard you created. Definitely not to Madonna, but I will do my best. First of all, good evening, everyone. I'm very honored to be closing this event. It was very inspiring to see a few of your achievements here tonight. And I'm extremely happy to celebrate this milestone with you at EPFL. Where, as it was said, I spent most of my time in Switzerland. I came here actually for my master's degree in microengineering, and then I stayed for my PhD in graphene-based electronic devices for tunable functions. And then several years later, I actually came back and moved towards the sunnier side of EPFL to develop the research that will turn into the startup company hosted by Kevin Sivula now in chemistry. Thank you very much. So next, I will not give you any groundbreaking advice or lessons. I will just keep it simple and share my professional experience after graduating for my PhD at EPFL. And now you're all qualified to draw the groundbreaking conclusions anyway. So Congratulations again to all of you that are graduating tonight. As it was said many times before, now you are the world expert in a very specific field, in a very complex field that maybe very few people will understand, maybe very few people will care about, but that may push forward a new field of research or maybe an exciting product to the market. But what I think is most interesting that you have achieved today is now that you prove that you can solve any impossible problem in a new field, and that is a great skill to have in life. You may also have gained a bit of perfectionist and over-analyzing tendencies, which is okay. It's where innovation usually starts. It's also where innovation stops, and this has to be kept at a healthy level, and this was one of the hardest things for me when I joined the real world of industry after PhD. So you should be very proud of what you achieved here today. So now you will leave EPFL, and you will look for what's next, and so will I. I think also there is nothing else that you can do where you are thrown into so many roles as during a PhD. You have to be a scientist, you have to be a data analyst, you have to be a bit of a graphic designer and a photo editor, so you are learning so many skills. So congratulations. Looking back, I tried to find a few fun stories during my PhD, so I can relate to these hardships of this valley of death, year second to third. And actually, looking back, it's what happy memories and fulfilled memories stay. So the good news here is that the damage is reversible, and it's only going to take a few years. And the rest is just going to build character, which is also okay. Because, you know, they say you cannot have an easy life and a great character, so I can also give you a little bit of a bumper sticker wisdom, which I think is very true, as everything probably that is written on bumper stickers usually is. So when I started my PhD, I worked on graphene, which was the hottest material in the world. It was on all the science covers, in all the talks. It was revolutionizing all the possible fields and started a whole new field of 2D materials. And then by the time that I finished, we saw that 2D materials are actually very difficult to scale, and they're very difficult to fabricate at the quality that we need to revolutionize these applications. And I remember that one of my jury members at my private defense told me that my outlook of my thesis was a little bit too optimistic, and I should tone it down a little bit because we should make sure that people will not invest another 1 billion in graphene as they have done before. Which was a little bit disappointing. At the end of my PhD, I felt like my thesis was the rise and fall of graphene all in once. But then I was really happy to learn a few years ago that TSMC, which is the largest semiconductor fabrication in the world, is actually integrating 2D materials in their semiconductor devices. So turns out that 2D materials may revolutionize all these fields, and they may do a great leap in science and technology. So everything that we promised is actually coming true. And the lesson here is that timing is actually extremely important. You should work on the right idea at the right time. And sometimes great ideas and novel ideas, as you've probably all worked on, take a little bit longer until they get implemented. So sometimes your ideas need a longer time than you do. And the trick is you have to learn to work really fast, because we're all trained to work on deadlines and on results and on papers. So you have to work really fast, but you have to think really long. Then, I guess the most important lesson here is that actually all of you are responsible to bring all these technologies to the market. Because maybe in 10 years, somebody will or will not bring it, but it's possible that if you don't do it, it will never happen. So I think this is the takeaway message. Then, at the end of my PhD, I wanted to start a startup company because I actually wanted to develop this great technology and use it for real-life applications and bringing it into the real world to solve problems. And then I decided, we saw that graphene was not perfect for semiconductor devices, but we saw that it has extremely high capacitance per surface area. and this would make it a great material for energy storage, which was one of the hottest topics at the time. And I think probably also today, energy storage is one of the biggest bottlenecks for technology development. So then I applied for a few grants. I applied for an InnoSwiss and for a bridge proof of concept, and they said no, both of them. And because I'm not a quitter, I wanted to take the feedback and I wanted to improve the applications and reapply. And the evaluation cycles were very long. And my residency permit was expiring. So then I decided that I have to be responsible and I have to take a completely different shift in my career. And I took a job in industry. And now, looking back, this detour turned out to be one of the best things that happened to me. And today, I am extremely grateful to my professor who refused to extend my contract until I could reapply and get the grants, because then I got to experience a lot of great things and the real world and industry, and it was a very valuable lesson. So then I joined a sensor company that is developing great novel technology for different applications. And that's where I learned that most of what I developed before, which I thought constituted the sensor, the device, the material optimization, the very clever idea, was around 10% of the final device. And this put all my research and the value of my work in perspective, in a very gloomy perspective, because actually 90% of it is just a lot of testing and reliability and scaling up and making things work in the real world. So, and also the most important thing is always cost. So if it cannot be cheap enough, it doesn't matter how brilliant it is. So in industry, I actually learned what innovation actually means, that beyond that eureka moment that we're all searching for, it's about all the boring reliability, hard work of actually making things work in the real world. And then my first project in industry was with a massive appliance company, and we worked for months in developing a novel use case and integrating the sensor into their devices and proving that we're the best solution, much better than competitors. And despite all this, and despite that we were much better than the competitors, the deal actually didn't close, which was, again, extremely disappointing to me. And then, several months later, when I already left the department, I learned that actually the company did implement our sensor following our project. So it turns out that my first project in industry was actually a success. So here, thank you for the two applauses. So here again is that success always sometimes can have a delayed function. And then you should not quit before all the data arrives. And also this made me rethink completely how I understood success and how I understood progress and how important perspective is. And it also influenced how I think now about business strategy, about business development, and probably why I didn't quit the startup the first time we got a negative review from customers. So overall, it was a very useful experience. And then, plot twist, I decided to go back and do a startup company and reapply for the grants, because industry was a lot of fun, but actually what I really enjoyed was this part of developing novel, high-risk technology that is only later taken by the established industries and brought to market. So then I reapplied for the grants, and this time I got them, probably because I learned how to work with customers, what developing a product actually means. And then I also received a few grants after that. So sometimes getting no just pushes you forward to evolve and to get a much bigger yes. And also feedback shows you should always take feedback, and it always shows you where you are at the moment and not where you have to go or where you want to be, which is another thing that could be on a bumper sticker again. So then I came back to EPFL, which is a great place for startup. For starting a startup company, we received a lot of support from the EPFL startup unit, with the goal to develop energy storage devices to completely change how we charge electronic devices today. And then I founded the research done, led to finding SwissStor in 2022. And we develop hybrid energy storage devices where we use a little bit our semiconductor expertise to to optimize the surface interaction of materials in order to achieve much more performant energy storage devices. And we combine the power of supercapacitor devices with the energy storage of batteries, and we managed to actually achieve a very competitive device on the energy storage market today, which has around 3 to 5 times more energy density than our competitors, and still has extremely high power and lifetime capabilities. So the early stages of being a startup were a lot like doing a PhD. It's all about doing experiments, optimizing devices, optimizing materials, just that the stakes are a little bit higher this time. But we still wait for the occasional miracle every once in a while, so some things never change. So we haven't yet made it to the top. We don't have a product launch onto the market yet, but now we're very close. And now we are approaching industrialization. So we're getting ready to scale up our devices, where we prove the prototypes in the lab here at EPFL. And then the next phase is to test them together with our customers. And since we're on the topic, we're always looking for talented people that want to join the adventure, so contact us if you're interested. And to conclude this talk, I will just leave you with this. So every time we look at success stories and successful people and companies, we always look at them after they've succeeded. And then in hindsight, everything looks so obvious and so clear. How we use ChatGPT today, it's extremely obvious because it works really well, and the iPhone was inevitable. But actually, where you're building something from scratch, feature by feature and experiment by experiment, like we are today, and like all of you will probably be very soon living here, it never seems obvious, and it never seems intuitive. It seems messy, and it seems uncertain. It seems sometimes hopeless and impossible. So the conclusion is that the future in hindsight, it's always extremely obvious, but our job is to actually build the future while it still looks impossible. And I have no advice for you here, because I also don't think you need it. Now you have a PhD, so you got this. And congratulations again, and thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Clara Moldovan. So now, dear audience, would you have any question to ask, or advice, or information to ask to Clara Moldovan? There's a microphone here, and there's also one just on the little table. Please, go. I'm sure you have questions for Clara Moldovan. Yes.
Hey, Clara. Super inspiring talk. We really enjoyed it. And actually, a few of us are founding a company as well, so it was so great to see you here. I'm wondering about recruiting a team. There are probably people who joined you even while the future was still impossible looking. And I'm wondering how you found the right people. Were they also folks from your lab or from your past, or what qualities did you look for?
Thank you very much for your question. Congratulations and best of luck for your company. This is actually one of the hardest topics when you start a startup, and we also had a very complex journey. We changed the team several times during the journey. I think EPFL is a great pool of finding people. It's very important to find the right people that have the same beliefs as you and that can take the same amount of risk. So it's, as I said, it's one of the biggest challenges, and it's not going to be easy. And what I learned is that the most important thing, even if it may sound a little bit harsh, is that you have to understand who are the right people, and you have to make the changes really quick in case it doesn't work, which was something that took me really long to understand. So this would be one advice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One more question. Don't you have questions? Well, I have questions we received before, maybe from some of the people here. This question, as a PhD graduate, transitioning from academia to industry in Switzerland feels quite challenging. We are classified either overqualified, not fully aligned with the company requirements, or lacking the relevant experience. So what are your thoughts on this, and what strategies or recommendations would you suggest for successfully making this shift?
That's a very good question. It's true that after PhD, industry feels very different. The goals are very different. As I said, a lot of the work in the beginning felt extremely different from my experience as a PhD. And also this comment that I made about being perfectionist and overthinking is usually what PhDs are struggling with in industry, where you have to take fast decision and you have to go about the 80-20 rule. But as I said before, I think really during PhD you learn to adapt to any field, so I think you're ready to adapt easily and to learn, and this is one thing that you have learned now, to learn. What I would recommend, I think it's very important to join a team, a company that you really like, and the first entry position is always the most difficult, and then once you are in the right company, it's very easy to find your right department and the right way inside. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, if you have other questions, you can go directly to Clara Moldovan just after, well, the closing remark. For the closing remark, we would have on stage Professor Ambrogio Fasoli, Vice President for Academic Affairs.
Thank you. I have prepared a 45 minutes talk with a lot of advice for all of you. I'm sure you're eager to hear that. No, I'm only here to just say how proud we are of you, how proud you should be of yourselves, and how grateful we are that you have made part of your path with us for a few years. You're going to go around, exchange numbers with your friends and colleagues who are now friends. I will not ask you to donate money to EPFL after leaving, although if you do, we don't mind. But most important, just exchange numbers so you can have sofa beds for each other everywhere you've been around the world. That's our experience. This is the best thing of a PhD, actually, is the friends that you carry over. You can get a bed, you can get a room. And speaking of a room, maybe one single piece of advice, and I can paraphrase maybe Confucius, and that is, you're going to be, in many, many occasions, the smartest person, each of you, the smartest person in the room. But if that's going to be the case always, well, sorry, you have chosen the wrong room. Change room. And that's my final message. Go around and find new rooms. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks.
Thank
you. And special thanks to Arnaud, who animated the evening. Special thanks to the EDOC personnel, to the Rio personnel, Mediacom, everybody who has made this fantastic ceremony possible. Thank you very much, all.
Thank you.
And now, are we allowed to go to the other side and eat?
Maybe some thanks again. Thank you, Professor Ambrogio Fasoli. Many thanks also to Professor Annalisa Buffa. Thank you very much also, Professor Anne-Marie Kemarek. We are also very thankful, of course, to the donors, without whom, well, you wouldn't get these prizes. So thank you very much to all of you. And thank you to the band, Los Azulejos, who elegantly entertained this event. And now I think you can tell us what to do.
Now we can celebrate with drinks and food.
Enjoy.
Congratulations again.
Congratulations to all of you.